Yan, may tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom! Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Power and Play! Narito na ako, Noli Iyala, kilalanin ang mga nasa likod ng bawat laro. Sa buhay man o sa playing court, game na tayo! Power and Play sa Radyo 5, 92.3 News FM. Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
Sa kapwa ko Pilipino, ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko, para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at huwag magpatalo, ipagdiwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ng bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulo, Chumbe, Sibay, Lakay, Amiga. Sama-samang pakita ang galing natin katropa. Sa kapwa ko Pilipino, Pilipino, yan ang Pinoy.
Sa simula ng Desyembre, isang mahalagang weekend sa sports at ating pong pag-usapan yan. Di paano? Bango na! Power and Play na! Power and Play with Noli Iyala. Aba, 22 araw na lamang po mga kapatid. Pasko na!
Merry Christmas!
Ay, nako! Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Handa na ba kayo? Ano na, nagbibilang na. Yung mga inaanak ninyo, inaanak ko, at tayo mga ninong ay nagbibilang na rin ng araw kung saan tayo magtatago at kung saan tayo pupunta. Biro lang po. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat mga kapatid. Nagbabalik po ang inyong paboritong kasama tuwing Sabado ng umaga. Ito po ang Power and Play. Hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Cherry Tigo, it's fun to drive. Chooks to go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. True Religion, where passion meets power. And of course, we are powered by Smart. Live Smart. Atin din pong, of course, wini-welcome ang ating pinakabagong tagapagtaguyod ng Power and Play, ang Sari Suki, the App Store. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Naku, again, sabi ko nga, malapit na po ang araw ng Pasko. At marami po sa ating mga atleta, bagamat ito na yung panahon na tayo medyo naghahanda, nagkakaroon na ng mga reunion, nagkakaroon na po ng paghabol para sa Christmas shopping at naiipit na sa mga napakabigat na trapiko hatid ng Kapaskuhan. Marami po sa ating mga atleta ay patuloy na talagang nag-iensayo at sumasabak sa aksyon. Sabi ko nga, very crucial itong weekend na to sapagkat napakarami pong mga nangyayaring mahalaga. Papasok pa po sa mga finals ng iba't ibang mga liga. Kahapon po sa PBA, nagkaroon po ng mga laro na nagresulta sa isang knockout game bukas para sa PBA, yung final slot ng playoffs sa parte po ng Rain or Shine at saka ng NLEX. Naku, pambihira. Knockout game yan sa PBA Commissioner's Cup. Sa UAAP naman, meron din pong knockout game na magaganap din po bukas naman yan. Yan naman ay para sa huling slot sa Final Four ng UAAP sa pagitan ng De La Salle University Green Archers at ng Adamson Soaring Falcons. Bukas din po yan, ha? Tapos kagabi, natapos na po yung Game 1 ng MPBL Finals sa pagitan ng Zamboanga at Nueva Ecija, kung saan nanalo po ang Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards in Game 1 ng Best of 5 ng MPBL. Punong-puno rin po yung kanilang venue doon sa Palayan, Nueva Ecija, no? At ang NCAA ay may Game 1 naman po ng championship bukas din sa pagitan ng Letran at ng College of St. Benil. Pambihira. Ang dami pong nangyayari. Of course, ang PVL ay nasa gitna rin po ng kanilang finals kung saan nangunguna na ang Petrogas. So, napakahalagang weekend. Kaya naman po, ang dami-daming mga atleta na talaga pong bagamat Pasko ay hindi makapag-celebrate sapagkat tuloy-tuloy ang mga laban. Outside of the country, mga kapatid, yung ating pong National Wushu Team, Youth Team ay patungo na po ng Jakarta para lumaban. Andyan din po yung weightlifting. Sila Heidelin Diaz na lalaban po sa World Championship sa Bogota, Colombia. At yung pong ating karate team na papunta naman po ng Uzbekistan. Pambihira, ang dami pong mga National Sports Associations na busy at the end of the year. Yung boxing po, katatapos lamang ng World Youth Championship at mamaya po makakausap natin ang isa sa mga nagwagi doon po sa kanilang pagpunta sa Lanusia, Spain. Yung pong si Ronel Soyum. Batang-batang boksingero. I met him the other day and a very, very nice personality. Parang naaalala ko po yung personality ni Yumir Marshall na nagsimula din po sa grassroots itong si Ronel Suyom. Napakaganda po ng kanyang kwento. Mamaya po makakausap natin siya sa ating second hour. Mamaya din po, pinag-uusapan natin ang PBA. Papasok na ng playoffs ang PBA. Ang ating pong makakapanayam live on the show. Walang iba kung hindi ang arkitekto ng tagumpay ng guest team sa PBA. Sa kasalukuyan, ito pong Bay Area Dragons at ang kanila pong head coach, the multi-awarded Coach Brian Gorjan, at ang kanilang super import, si Miles Powell, ang ating muling makakapanayam dito po sa ating palatuntunan. And then later on, of course, ang nagbabagang usapin tungkol sa di umano'y pandaraya na ginawa ng isang Filipino referee doon po sa laban ni Manny Pacquiao at ni Nadel Hussein 22 years ago. Ay pag-uusapan po natin yan kasama ng ating mga kaibigan sila Ed Tolentino, Attorney Ed Tolentino at si Homer Saison. Mamaya-maya lang po yan. Kaya napakarami nating huntahan at talakayan, balitaan. So dyan lang po kayo. And of course, marami pa tayong pamimigay ng mga regalo. So, handa na ba kayo? Simulan na po natin ang ating show this Saturday, first Saturday ng Disyembre sa pamamagitan ng ating Sports Weekly Highlights.
Power and Play with Com Noli Iyala.
Patungkol na nga po sa doon po sa mga komentaryo ni referee Carlos Padilla, bumuna ng special panel ang World Boxing Council para imbestigahan ang mga naging pahayag ni retired Pinoy boxing referee Carlos Padilla nang umano'y dayaan sa Pacquiao-Hussein bout noong taong 2000. Sa interview ng WBC kay Padilla, sinabi niyang sinadya niyang bagalan ang pagbilang ng ma-knockdown si Manny Pacquiao sa naturang laban. Hindi rin daw niya tinawag ang umano'y headbutt ni Pacquiao kay Nedal Hussein na naging sanhi ng sugat sa ibaba ng kaliwang mata ng Australiano. Panalo sa laban via TKO sa 10th round si Pacquiao. Itinanggi na ni Pacman ang sinasabing dayaan at ginawa lang daw niya ang kanyang trabaho bilang boksingero. Dismayado naman si Hussein at sinabing may utang na belt sa kanya si Padilla. Sa volleyball, one win away ang Petrogas Angels para madepensahan ang kanilang PVL Reinforced Conference title. Matinding straight sets win ang kinuha ng Petrogas kontra Signal HD Spikers sa Game 1 ng finals para sa first blood win. Final score, pakinggan niyo po ito mga kapatid 25-21, 27-25, dikit na dikit at 37-35. Wala pong typo error yan ha. 37-35 yung third set. Nanguna para sa Petrogas ang kanilang import na si Lindsay Van der Weide na may 34-point explosion. Sa Martes na ang Game 2 ng serye. Abangan po natin yan dito lamang sa One Sports. Good news naman sa international stage. Like father, like daughter ang peg ni na Juliana Gomez at Leyte Representative Congressman Richard Gomez. Wagi kasi sa sinalihang Air Force Open Fencing Tournament na ginanap sa Bangkok, Thailand nitong Nobyembre. Masayang ibinalita yan ng amang si Richard sa kanyang Instagram. Congratulations, Juliana! Sa World Cup, nako, ito'y kinapupuyatan ng marami sa atin. Nanggulat at nanguna ang Japan sa Group E ng FIFA World Cup. Tinalo ng Japan ang Spain sa score na 2-1 sa huling group stage match nito para makuha ang top spot sa grupo. Dahil din sa panalo ng Asian squad, hindi makakapasok sa knockout stage ng tournament ang 2014 champions na Germany. Pambihira po yan. Of course, ang latest is nanalo din ang Korea kagabi po. At pasok na rin ang Korea sa susunod na stage. Isa pang good news para naman sa mga Pinoy Hoops fans. Lusot na sa Kamara ang naturalization papers ni Justin Brownlee. Overwhelming 274 yes votes ang nakuha ni JB. Walang tumutol at may isang abstain. Sino kaya yun? Nakabarong Tagalog pa ang Barangay Ginebra Import at sumabay sa pag-awit ng lupang hinirang nang dumalo sa third and final reading. Hinihintay na ngayon ang paglusot ng counterpart bill ng naturalization sa Senado at malapit nang maging kabayan Justin Brownlee. At sa PBA, nilak na ng Magnolia Hotshots ang number 2 spot sa likod ng 106-90 win kontra Rain or Shine. Dahil dyan, sure na ang twice-to-beat advantage ng Hotshots sa quarterfinals. Samantala, 113-108 win naman ang inuwi ng San Miguel kontra Meralco sa comeback game ni Terence Romeo. 10 points ang contribution ni Romeo para makuha ng SMB ang 4th spot. Makakatapat nila ang Converge Fiver Xers sa best of 3 quarterfinals. At yan po ang ating mga buod ng balita sa Sports Weekly Highlights. Nako, grabe ha, yung sa PBA, kagaya na nabanggit natin, kahapon po ang pagtatapos ng elimination round at natapos na po except for the final seat, yung number 8 spot. Yun na lang po ang hinahabol natin at inihintay natin. Yung order po ng ating quarterfinals ay tapos na. Nanguna ang Bay Area Dragons, sumunod ang Magnolia sa number 2, number 3 po ang Barangay Ginebra, number 4 ang Converge, number 5 ang San Miguel Beer, Phoenix ang number 6, number 7 Northport, at number 8 pinagtatalunan po ng Rain or Shine at ng NLEX. Kung inyo pong mapupuna, wala po yung traditional na talk and text at Meralco dyan sa top 8 ng PBA. So talaga pong kumbaga nagkaroon ng balasahan sa quarterfinals. Kaya po ang ating tatanungin sa ating Pulso ng Bayan ngayong pong araw na ito ay patungkol po dyan. Ito po ang aking katanungan, hatid sa inyo ng Chooks to Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Ano po ang inyong mukhang baliktad ang ating Ano po ang hot predictions ninyo sa paparating na PBA Commissioner's Cup Playoffs? Ulitin ko po yan Ano po ang hot predictions ninyo sa paparating na PBA Commissioner's Cup Playoffs? Mag-text lamang po sa ating pong hotline 0908-208-0629 o di kaya ay mag-comment sa Facebook page ng Power and Play o sa Facebook ng 1PH at Radyo 5. Ulitin ko po yan. Ano po ang inyong hot predictions? Sa tingin nyo, mangyayari yung mga matchup ngayon, Magnolia, Northport, Ginebra, Phoenix, Converge, San Miguel, Bay Area kontra hindi pa natin alam Rain or Shine at NLEX. Mamaya po babasahin natin ang inyong mga kasagutan. Alright mga kapatid tuloy-tuloy po tayo bago tayo magpasok ng ating mga unang bisita. Ito muna po ang announcement mula sa Joyride Super App, yung kanila pong top-up promo sa Power and Play. Again, napakadali po sumali para makapanalo ng 1,000 pesos JRPay wallet credits. Mag-download lamang po ng the latest version ng Joyride Super App. Kuhanan ng screenshot ng inyong app's home screen kasama ng inyong account name at ipadala po ang screenshot sa Power and Play Facebook page via private message. Isama nyo po ang inyong pangalan at ang registered mobile number sa Joyride account at kami po ipipili ng 5 mananalo ng JRPay e-wallet credits mula sa Joyride Super App. Magagamit nyo po yan sa mga delivery, sa motorcycle taxi, and of course sa Joyride car. Ngayong Kapaskuhan, napakahirap po ngayong gumala. Kaya po mas madali ay sumakay na lamang sa Joyride. Alright! At this point, siyempre, buena mano, siyempre lagi sa ating show, ang inyong paboritong huntahan, kasama po ng ating mga kapatid sa hanap buhay sa sports media. Ito po, ang Fast Take.
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
At ang Fast Take ay hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Tigo. It's fun to drive. At ngayong araw pong ito, makakasama natin, walang iba kung hindi ang ating mga suki dito sa Fast Take, ang ating mga kaibigan mula sa Philippine Star, si Joey Villar, at mula sa Daily Tribune, si Ray Hoble. Magandang umaga, Joey and Ray.
Morning.
Good morning. Thank you. At napagising ko kayo ng maaga. Well,
Hi, Chairman. Good morning.
Magandang umaga. Alam nyo, siguro bago natin puntahan yung mga Fast Take, kanina hinimay ko yung match-up sa PBA. Hindi ko kayo hihingan ng inyong hot predictions. Pero ang tatanungin ko, ano ba sa inyo ang pinaka-interesting match-up dyan? Unahin kita, Joey. Ano sa tingin mo pinakamagandang match-up na dapat tutukan ng mga fans natin?
Chairman, sorry. Ang tawag na sali ako, Anyway, Chairman, ako, intriguing sa akin ang any matchup concerning Converge. With Alden Ayo. Alden Ayo is a first-timer, so I want to see them play against the big boys of the PBA if he's for real or he's not. So, any matchup concerning Alden Ayo and Converge, para sa akin, that's intriguing.
Maganda yun, ha? Kasi alam naman natin na ang Converge ang isa sa mga surprise teams. Although medyo yung momentum nila bumaba after yung pagkatalo nila dahil iniupo si Quincy Miller and then natalo uli sa kanilang huling laro. But still, they are in the top 4 and kumakatok yung rookie franchise sa semifinals. Ray, ikaw, ano ang interesting matchup para sa iyo sa PBA Commissioner's Cup?
Alam mo, Chairman, I agree with Joey, no? Doon sa sinabi niya na yung Converge is very interesting, especially now they're up against San Miguel. No, this is going to be a gauge for them if they are a contender or a pretender, no? Kasi unang-una, ang kalaban nila rito, yung isa sa pinakamalakas na teams dito sa PBA, yung San Miguel, no? Pero ako medyo interested ako dito sa Bay Area Dragons, no? If you can see a commissioner, a chairman, no? Ito yung most dominant team in the past 4 decades sa PBA. Mas malakas pa to kaysa doon sa mga dumayong teams nung commissioner ka pa sa PBA, di ba?
Tama.
So makikita natin, no, over the past 4 decades, ito yung most dominant visiting team dito sa liga. So I can see Bay Area Dragons making a deep run to the playoffs and possibly going all the way.
Tama. Ako, I totally agree, Ray. No? Talagang very, very impressive ang performance ng Bay Area Dragons. In fact, mamaya makakasama natin sila dito sa show. And I'm also very interested kung ano ang kanilang magiging sagot pagdating sa playoff pressure sa PBA. Alam naman natin, pagdating sa playoffs, medyo itinataas ang physicality, itinataas ang pace ng laro, at ika nga umiikli na ang rotation. Kaya I'm very interested to find out paano sila magre-react. I'm also, of course, intrigued by the rain or shine NLEX knockout game bukas sapagkat makakaharap ni Coach Yeng ang kanyang dating team, and of course may gustong patunayan si Coach Frankie dahil sinasagip niya ang prangkisa o ang grupo ng MVP dahil siya na lamang ang nabubuhay na team. And of course, I'm also very, very intrigued by the fact na pumasok ang mga teams na hindi dating pumapasok at natanggal naman ng mga teams na dati naroon, sapagkat mukhang kahit papaano nakakakita tayo ng konting parity, ng konting pagbabago, and that really is good for the PBA dahil very unpredictable ang laban. Talking about unpredictability, gentlemen, isa na lang tanong bago tayo sa Fast Take. Bukas, knockout game ng UAAP. Lasal kontra Adamson. Naku, mahalaga yan sabagat ang pamananalo ay papasok sa Final Four. Your bold prediction. Yan, Lasal, Adamson. Ray, ikaw muna. Anong sa tingin mo? Sino mananalo?
Chairman, alam mo, parang nagkakaroon ng problema ang Lasal, no? In terms of yung having players na mayroong mga nararamdaman, kesyo masakit yung ulo, ganito, ganyan, no? Pero makikita natin, on the other hand, si Lastimosa, kahit na merong may injury, talagang todo pa rin siya, todo laro pa rin, no? So ako, psychological wise, mukhang maganda yung rito ng Adamson, no?
Mm-hmm.
Kasi parang all out sila and nothing to lose. So ako, I'm picking Adamson.
Wow, alright. Joey, ikaw, do you agree? Anong sa tingin mo mangyayari bukas?
Ako, I gotta agree with paring Ray kasi while Lasal is a heavy favorite considering na lakas ng lineup nila, they can beat anyone if they want to. Yung mahirap kasi mga ibang issues, yung mga phantom issues na may ganito, may nararamdaman, mahirap. Samantalang yung mga hindi nagre-reklamo, tapos yung coach pa nila, si Nash na sabi niya gusto pa rin niya mag-coach hanggang December. Iba yun iba yung dala nun Kaya I think Adamson will win this by a hairline.
Wow, interesting yan. Ako talagang, I really think that the factor here will be injuries. Sino maglalaro para sa Lasal? Hindi natin alam kung ano nangyayari doon sa kampong yon. Of course, Jerome Lastimosa, meron ding iniinda. But, at the end of the day, it will be very interesting to see how they will respond to the pressure. I will go against the Adamson this time. I think yung pride ng Lasal at gusto nila makatapat ang Ateneo sa Final Four, I think that might be a good motivation para sa kanila. And I think it will be a very interesting match bukas. All right.
No Christmas tree, but it's okay.
Let's go with our fast take issues of the morning, gentlemen. At alam na niyo drill dito. Bato-bato sa langit, tamaan, wag magagalit. Ang opinion nyo ang mahalaga. And of course, walang tama, walang mali. Simulan na natin. Ang ating unang issue sa umagang ito ay patungkol dito sa nagbabagang issue na inilabas o siniwalat ni Carlos Padilla nung laban ni Pacquiao at ni Hossein. Ang tanong, ano ang opinion nyo sa sinabi ni Carlos Padilla na niluto niya ang Pacquiao-Hossein bout pabor kay Pacman? I'll begin with you, Joey. 1 minute. Go!
I don't want to judge Sir Carlos Padilla, but I think it's unfortunate that this happened. But as they say, truth will set us all free. And as my former Philippine Star boss, si Lito Tacuan said, this might cost him the Hall of Fame, or it may turn into a Hall of Shame. But did Carlos Padilla cheat? Yes. Will it change the course of Manny Pacquiao being one of the greatest of all time? No, kasi kahit na sabihin ni Carlos Padilla na okay, he's been honest, natalo si Pacquiao doon, mahirap i-stop ang destiny ni Pacquiao Talagang tatalunin din niya yung next opponent niya, and then he will beat his next few opponents until he reaches that destiny that he has reached. So I think lang to, parang konting effect lang to sa greatness ni Manny Pacquiao.
Alright. Well, mabigat ang mga alegasyon ni Carlos Padilla. And of course, ang tanong dyan is whether talagang yan ay may katotohanan, because that's another matter, yung mga sinasabi ni Carlos Padilla. Same issue, Ray. Ano ang opinion mo sa sinabi ni Carlos Padilla na niluto niya yung laban ni Pacquiao at ni Hossein? 1 minute, Ray. Go!
You know what, Chairman? I was there during the Pacquiao-Hussein bout 22 years ago at the Inares Center in Antipolo.
Oo.
And I could say, it's true eh. Kasi talagang talagang dinelay ni Referee Carlos Padilla yung count eh. Parang inaid niya si Manny Pacquiao. So nagkaroon talaga ng long count doon. Pero ang sa akin dito, walang kasalanan si Manny Pacquiao doon eh. I don't know what's the purpose of Mr. Padilla in making addition of aiding Manny Pacquiao. Pero I don't think it would tarnish the legacy of Senator Pacquiao dito sa boxing.
Alright, well, sana nga, at ako, naniniwala din ako na ang lugar ni Manny Pacquiao ay sementado pagdating sa kasaysayan ng boxing. Walang makakasira dyan. Ang masama, ang masakit, ay ito na naman, kapwa Pilipino ang sumisira sa kababayang Pilipino na talagang mabigat yung mga ganyan. At considering na ito ay 22 years ago, hindi ko maintindihan kung ano ang rason kung bakit kailangan pang pag-usapan ito ngayon. As far as I'm concerned, dapat irrelevant na yan. But now, these allegations of cheating becomes relevant pagdating sa legacy ni Carlos Padilla mismo. Alright, let's go to our second issue of the day. Ito naman ay tungkol sa PBA. Sabi ko nga kanina, well, isa na lamang ang team ng MVP group na naiiwan dun sa na may pag-asa sa elimination or sa quarterfinals. At delikado pa, no? Na matanggal sila, which means walang MVP team if matatalong NLEX na papasok sa quarterfinals, something that was never was unheard of sa kasaysayan ng paglalaro ng mga MVP team. So ang tanong, ano ang dapat gawing hakbang ng MVP group sa likod ng di inaasahang pagkaka-eliminate ng mga teams nito sa PBA Commissioner's Cup? I'll begin with you, Ray. 1 minute, go!
Chairman, you can already see the disparity in terms of number of championships. 13 of the 14 championships were won by San Miguel Corporation. No, it is because of a more systematic approach of strengthening all the teams on its table. And one man made it possible. Yung kaibigan natin na si Al Francis Chua. No, the MVP group doesn't have an Al Francis who will work full time and dedicating on strengthening the lineups ng mga teams under its table, no? But if you look at the MVP teams, parang iisa lang ang nagbe-benefit parati rito in terms of strengthening its roster eh. And it's TNT. Kung mapapansin mo, madalas nga napipitasan ng lineup ang NLEX eh, no? Na Calvin Octana, Poy Eram, supposedly si Mikey Williams na ipipick dapat at number 4 na NLEX before.
Alright, well, talagang umiiyak nga dati si Coach Yeng Giao nung nawala si Mikey Williams sa kanya. And of course, may pagkakataon sana siyang maitago yun. Alright, same issue. Joey, ngayong na medyo delikado ang mga koponan ng MVP group, ano ang dapat nilang gawing hakbang para siguro ma-improve ito sa mga susunod na mga conferences? 1 minute, Joey. Go!
Ako, Chairman, I don't think it's something alarming. But going to ask me, the things they needed to do is, I think, the player changes, make although minor tweaks. Kasi this conference, marami kasi factors kung bakit nagkasabay-sabay na ganito. Number 1, yung mga emergent team. Number 2, sa imports. Hindi maybe they made the mistake of getting an import na medyo magaling, pero dapat pag import ka, super import ka sa lakas ng tournament na to. Another factor, yung si Coach si Coach Chot medyo busy rin doon sa Gila, so maybe in the future he needs to decide whether he's coaching talaga fully or sa talk and text para ma-take yung off ng load. And lastly, I believe na hindi mangyayari to kasi NLEX will beat rain or shine.
Alright. Maganda yon, Joey. Maganda yon. At least hindi masisiro. But I totally agree with the two of you, no? Unang-una, I think talagang ano to kumbaga ito yung barahan na naibigay sa kanila Nagkataon, merong Bay Area Dragons na kumuha ng isang slot. So talagang naging very, very tight ang labanan. So it's part of the tournament, and of course ang Converge biglang gumanda ang laro. Phoenix umangat din ang laro at medyo nagka-problema sila sa import. I also believe really na Coach Chot has to start to focus. Parang masyadong hati ang kanyang atensyon, and it's very, very difficult for him natutukan kung sino ang import na kukunin, etc., etc. But I think at the end of the day, I think tama ka, Joey, hindi ito alarming. I think the MVP group has understands the quality na kailangan nila para manalo, and I think they will do something about it in the next conference. All right, let's go to our third issue of the morning. At ito ay tungkol sa ating paboritong PVL volleyball. Nako nasa championship na tayo. Napakaganda ng game 1. Petrogas nanalo kontra Signal in a very, very tight, kahit na 3 sets, straight sets ang panalo, very, very tight victory. So ang tanong, makakabawi pa ba ang Signal HD Spikers o tuluyan nang masisweep ng Petrogas Angels ang reinforced title? I will begin with you, Joey. 1 minute. Go!
I think Signal is capable of coming back and forcing a deciding game 3. But in order to do that, they need to do several things. Like, first and foremost, stop Lindsay Van der Weyde. Kasi, grabe tong Lindsay Van der Weyde, kumbaga sa assassin Kumbaga, pag kailangan ng Petrogas ang points, they go to Van der Weyde. If Signal finds a way to stop her, and make it at least make it difficult for her, may pag-asa. Number 2, si Tiberia must impose her will to fight back. Kasi
it was already 5:15 in the Uber.
Lucas lang, kailangan din mag-impose din ni Bierre dahil kailangan din ng signal ng
What do you mean walk? That's a 15-minute walk.
Si Bierre to have a chance at beating Petrogas. And of course, number 3, pag nasa back row dapat si Van der Weyde, they need to stop Aisa Maiso, Palma to score. Kasi yun lang chance nila makascore. So, possible pa.
Very good. Alam mo, Lindsay, of course, scored 34 points. Kung di ako nagkakamali doon sa kanilang game 1. And ang bihira yan. And of course, yung rally nung third set was unbelievable. Yung 37-35 victory ng Petrogas. Same issue, Ray. Sa tingin mo ba, makakabawi pa ang Signal HD Spikers o tuluyan ng masisweep ng Petrogas Angels ang PVL Reinforced Championship? 1 minute, Ray, go!
Well, anything is possible, Chairman. With the way the first game of the series was played, going the distance, it means we are in for an exciting close encounter. No, but I still think Petrogas will win with a deeper roster and more reliable reinforcement in Lindsay Van Weyde, who is a great fit for the team.
Maybe.
Well, I agree, and I think this is going to be a down-the-wire contest. I hope na humaba pa ang finals. But one thing is for sure, ang volleyball is very alive. Sana nga ay mga taong na-disappoint dun sa pagkawala ng cream line na inaasahan nilang papasok. Makita ang ganda ng laban ng Petrogas at saka ng Signal. Worth the watch, worth the the tickets at yung trouble to go and watch our best female volleyball players sa championship ng PVL. Gentlemen, Joey, Ray, maraming salamat sa oras na binigay niyo sa amin ngayong umagang ito. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Chairman.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Kalin Joey.
Thank you. Mga kaibigan ng ating mga kasama, Joey Villar ng Philippine Star at si Ray Hoble ng Daily Tribune sa Fast Take. Alright, at this point mga kapatid, isang paalala po from Smart. Puso Pilipinas is a movement to celebrate the Filipino athlete powered by Smart. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Get a chance to win exclusive Puso Pilipinas merch by sharing their Facebook page in your social media accounts with hashtag Puso Pilipinas. The Giga Life app is the latest mobile app from Smart that lets you discover and enjoy your passions with the different Giga promos. It can be downloaded and used by Smart Postpaid, Smart Prepaid, Bro Prepaid, and TNT subscribers via the Apple or Google Play Store. What can the Giga Life app do for me? Well, check your balance, Monitor your current subscription. Top up using debit credit card. Subscribe to the latest Giga promos. Monitor your data consumption. Auto-detect your mobile number when you are connected to Smart Network One-Tap subscription to the most popular offer, Giga Video 99. And of course, Power and Play is powered by Smart. Live Smart! Sa amin po pagbabalik, hihimayin pa natin ng hustong-husto yung nangyari o ito pong issue tungkol kay Carlos Padilla sa pagbabalik po ng Power and Play. Hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo, Chooks to Go at ng True Religion. Ang oras po natin, 8:35 ng umaga.
I dare to dream big, to be a voice of my generation, to inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai Stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day, plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart ako.
Alex, are you ready to have some fun on your first driving lesson?
Nag-uumapaw sa Real Chicken Juice na swak sa panlasa ng buong pamilya. Available in sweet roast, pepper roast, at harissa roast variants. Chooks to Go. Masarap kahit walang sauce. Tawag na sa Chooks to Go Delivery Hotline 8687-1010 o online sa chookstogodelivery.com or via GrabFood at Foodpanda.
Magbabalik sa ilang sandali ang programang hindi nyo mabitawan sa 92.3 News FM, Radyo 5.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taon pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad. Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Prepare your heart for an all-out clash as the Premier Volleyball League Invitational Conference. Games every Tuesdays, 2:30 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. Thursdays and Saturdays, 2:30 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. on One Sports.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taon pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad. Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Singaling na, singkulit pa, Singaling Kids! Tuwing Sabado, 6 p.m. sa TV5!
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taon pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad. Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Your favorite NBA is back! Catch the thrilling season of the NBA every Monday and Friday on One Sports and every Saturday and Sunday on TV5. Always a fan of the NBA.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taon pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Nangunguna sa balita at impormasyon, tulong at inspirasyon. Ito ang bago at totoong tunog ng serbisyo publiko para sa bawat Pilipino. Mas pinalakas, mas pinalawak na AM sa FM 92.3 News FM Radyo 5. Radyo 5. Balik tayo sa programang inaabangan nyo sa 92.3 News FM Radyo 5. Kami ang bagong tunog ng serbisyo publiko.
Power and Play. Game na sa Radyo 5 92.3 News FM.
Naimbag na bigat yung amin sa ating po mga kasama sa Vigan Ilocos. Malapit na po ang Batang Pinoy, yung ating Philippine Youth Games na gaganapin sa Vigan sa opening po ng on December 17. Andiyan po lahat ng mahigit 4,000 mga atletang bata ang sama-sama po at finally magkakaroon po ng pagkakataong magkaharap-harap na face-to-face na po ang competitions sa Batang Pinoy. Again, thank you so much sa probinsya po ng Ilocos Sur, sa pangunguna ni Governor Jerry Singson, and of course sa lahat po ng tumulong para ito pong ating Batang Pinoy ay muling mailunsad. Siya nga pala, binabati ko rin ng isang happy birthday ang aking kaibigan si Ray Oriola. Happy birthday. And of course, sa lahat po ng mga tagapakinig natin sa Batangas at sa Batangas City, sa Tanawan City at sa San Pablo City. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Alright, bago natin ipasok ang ating guest, ipa-flash ko ulit yung ating pinupulsuhan ngayong araw pong ito. Hatid sa inyo ng Chooks to Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan, kasi kanina nagkaroon lang tayo ng konting typo. Ang ating pong pinupulsuhan ngayong araw pong ito ay tungkol sa PBA. Ano po ang hot predictions ninyo sa paparating na PBA Commissioner's Cup? Ayan po mag-text lamang o di kaya ay mag-post sa ating Facebook page. Pinag-uusapan natin ang mainit na topic ng allegations ni Carlos Padilla. Let's go straight to the point. Makakasama natin ngayon mga boxing experts at sumusunod sa naging career of course ni Senador Manny Pacquiao. Walang iba kundi si Attorney Ed Tolentino at ang ating kaibigan si Homer Saison live from Chicago. Magandang araw, Attorney Ed and Homer. Thank you for joining us on short notice ngayong umagang ito and for joining us in the show, Attorney Ed.
Magandang umaga, Commissioner. Homer, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat.
Same to you. Good morning, Commissioner. Good morning, Attorney Ed. A pleasure to be here, as always.
As always, indeed. And let me go straight to the point. Ang issue is the allegations ng tinatawag na cheating na sinasabi ni referee Carlos Padilla dun sa laban 22 years ago ni Pacquiao at ni Hussein on October 10, 2020 for the WBC International Super Bantamweight title na ginanap sa Inares. So, ang una kong tanong, Attorney Ed, is this. Surprised ka ba about this? And nung panahon na yun ba, meron na bang chismis tungkol dito na nagkaroon ng ganitong klaseng dayaan?
Well, nasupresa tayo sapagkat unang-una, 2000 pa nung nangyari yung insidente. Ngayon, sinasabi nila na nagkaroon ng dayaan, marami talaga nakapansin nung na-knockdown si Manny Pacquiao doon sa 4th round kontra kay Hussein, na parang siyempre, napansin nila, parang medyo bagal ang bilang at parang may mga ginawa si Padilla to give Pacquiao enough time to recover, to clear his head, ika nga, no? Pero ito hindi bago sa boxing sapagkat may mga referee talagang ganyan na siyempre minsan nabigla sa pangyayari, medyo nagulantang, hindi alam kung anong gagawin at meron iba talaga, sabi nga ng mga historians, yung mga up-and-coming boxer who they believe will be the face of boxing, may konting built-in protection yan. So medyo nabigla tayo doon. Ano kasi usually naman, walang mga referee umaamin ng ganun eh. Na talagang, hindi, inaayos ko talaga yung laban na yan. At talagang minuobra ko yung resulta dyan. Ano? So medyo nabigla tayo at hindi natin alam anong rason. Pero nagbigay ng rason yung anak eh. Ang sabi ng anak, pasensya na kayo, 88 years old na yung tatay ko at parang natutuwa lamang na parang biglang nagkaroon siya ng atensyon dahil sa Hall of Fame induction niya. Alam mo to, Homer, Commissioner Noli, yung mga lolo natin, pag nagkikwento, medyo exage, di ba? Bata pa ako iniligtas ko yan ganun yung mga lolo natin magkwento may konting exage hindi ba? Nagkataon lang, nakalimutan ni Referee Padilla na ito'y formal na interview at meron ng ikangay social media na within seconds kalat sa buong mundo. So medyo unfortunate itong nangyari ito.
Ang sinasabi mo ba, Attorney Ed, hindi dapat ito sineryoso?
Para sa akin, in fact, the WBC let it go for 22 years Hindi nga pinansin Let me tell you, kung hindi si Manny Pacquiao, yung opposite boxer, will Nidal Hussein be racing the same hell? Will Nidal Hussein be saying na nasira ang buong karir ko dahil sa laban na yun? For me, that is hogwash. Ang future ng boksingero nasa kamao pa rin niya. In fact, the problem is, he was not made of tougher metal. By 2007, he was already retired and losing one fight after another. Pacquiao went on to become an all-time great even after getting knocked out by Juan Manuel Marquez.
All right. Well, Homer, you have followed the career ni Senator Pacquiao, of course, kayong dalawa ni Attorney Ed. Unang-una itong laban na to, of course, alam ko na kayo ay masusing tagapagsunod ng boxing. Would the outcome change kung ito ay hindi nangyari, itong sinasabi nilang dayaan na binilangan si Manny at nagkaroon ng illegal headbutt na kinonsider na hindi ito illegal, mababago ba yung outcome ng laban na yon, nung panahon na yon?
Well, I don't think so because as the result would see, as you had seen with the result, knock out pa rin ni Manny. There was a stoppage, he still won. And by most accounts, Manny was in control of that fight. He just got knocked down like most fighters get. You know, when you have when you're talking about bantamweights at that time, junior flyweight, mas mabilis, so madali ang mga knockdown. And I cannot, for the love of me, understand why all the kerfuffle. It happens all the time. If you're looking for controversy in sports in general, the easiest place to find it is in boxing. In fact, dito sa Chicago in 1927, history will tell you at Soldier Field, where the Chicago Bears played now, Gene Tunney versus Jack Dempsey. It was history's. If you look at long counts in the history of boxing, you Google mo, this is the first fight that you'd see. And for me, here's the thing. A crime, puro kayo abogado, dalawa. If a crime, ako pulsay lang. But I'm saying here, for a crime to be committed and Pacquiao to be involved, he has to be complicit. Kung sinabihan siya before the fight ni sa referee na, don't worry, I got your back. Matumba ka, kung bahala sa'yo. But Manny did not know that. Manny did not seek that advantage. Ang akin lang, am I surprised? Siguro, I don't know if Sunny Padilla, I'm a big fan of his, by the way. I don't know kung nasa Twitter siya, pero he must be a follower of Attorney Ed because in January 10, 2020, Attorney Ed made a tweet and sabi ng tweet ni ni Attorney Ed was, the real story of your life is the one that you never really shared. So, obviously, na-share niya for the way, masabi lang natin, Commissioner, in life, the hardest thing to bear is the weight of unconfessed sin. So siguro hindi na niya medyo na-conscious siya or whatever. But the motivation is just like, maybe he just wanted, sabi nga ng anak, maybe taken out of context, maybe carried in the burst of emotion na na-interview siya, he made himself more important than he really is. The referee, as like a referee in basketball, a referee should not be part of the story. And now he is the story. And sa akin lang, yes, go ahead.
Ang tanong ko is, bakit niya siniklaim na tinulungan niya? I mean, that's his, ang allegation siya is, tinulungan niya si Manny. Di ba?
Maybe he did. Maybe he did. But there's a term for that in boxing, as Attorney Ed would know. It's called home cooking. Natural naman yan. How many times do we complain na mga boxer natin doon sa Thailand, doon sa Japan, na ginagawa ng ganon, na there seems to be some unfair officiating, but at the end of the day, sabi nga ni Marvin Hagler, one of the greatest middleweights who ever lived, when he beat the bejesus out of Victor Antuofermo and then was rewarded with a draw, he made a promise. Sabi niya, from now on, I will never put the decision in judges' hands. It comes here. So at the end of the day, Nidal can cry to all the high heavens, Hindi rin niya tinalo si, if he really was good, ni-knock out niya. I mean, there would have been, even if you count 100 seconds for Manny Pacquiao, he'd stayed in the
Alright.
canvas.
Attorney Ed, anong epekto nitong allegations na to on the fight? Can the result be changed?
Para sa akin, may hirapan, ano? Kasi ang involved dito yung referee mismo. Sabi nga ni Homer, wala namang involvement na napapatunayan so far na involved si Manny Pacquiao o any from his camp, ano? Kasi usually, kapag ang boksingero, let's say nag-test ng positive for banned substances o may mga ginawang pandaraya, talagang pwedeng paltan yung resulta. Pwedeng maging no contest. Pero ito, referee mismo eh. So any penalty should be on the referee, not on the fighters. Bakit mo bibiktimahin yung mga boksingero? Rob them of what they justly earned. Ano? Nung na-knockdown si Pacquiao, hindi naman niya tinignan si Padilla at sinabing, uy, pwede pa ako mahiga kasi ang bagal ng bilang. Hindi naman ganun eh, no? Si Padilla mismo ang tatamaan dito.
Okay.
Ito yung isang suntok na binitawan ni Carlos Padilla na tumama sa sarili niyang panga. Yun ang nangyari dito. Ang problema, paano mo paparusahan ngayon si Padilla? 22 taon na, 22 years na siyang hindi nagre-referee. Wala na siyang ikangay link to any of the boxing organizations. Ano? Paano paparusahan ng WBC? That fight was sanctioned by the WBC and the WBC did not lift a finger for over 2 decades.
Gumawa daw ng panel ng WBC, Homer. Para saan itong panel na to and what do you think will be the outcome of this panel?
Well, the outcome, it would be like, if they create a panel, it would be like, it would have the effect of somebody watering the plants while the house was on fire. It would have no effect whatsoever. It would have no effect whatsoever, Commissioner, because number one, if they go into a full-fledged investigation, what's to prevent Sonny Padilla to hire a good lawyer and say, hey, my client was kidding. It was in a fog of the early morning na interview ako and I felt like it was a good day to make some jokes, di ba? So, because it was an interview, it was not a sworn affidavit. So, he can always retract that anytime he wants. And like I said, what does it do? It does not tarnish Manny's legacy. Even after that so-called controversy, he still beat Ricky Hatton, Barrera, Juan Manuel Marquez, and everybody else who stood in front of him. So, it's a non-issue. Kaya nga, that's why I never wrote about it. I was more surprised by the reaction of, something that's as benign as this one.
Yun nga mahirap eh kasi again in the era of social media, napakadaling i-blow up ang issue katulad nito. Ed, Hussein, I know you already said na ito naman ay hindi naman nakatulong sa kanya, but he called it a criminal act. Ano reaction mo dyan sa ganyan mga statement ni Hussein, Attorney Ed?
Ay palagay ko nararamdaman pa niya yung tindi na suntok ni Manny Pacquiao at medyo hilo pa siya hanggang ngayon, ano? Come on, it's just a boxing match. Okay? You may have lost that fight, but you still had it in you to get back. Kung siya yung nagpursige sa kabila ng pagkatalo, di sana nakaharap niya muli si Manny Pacquiao in a rematch. Ano? So, para sa akin, sana nasa iyo pa rin naman ang ikangay control ng future mo. You control your own destiny, not that particular incident. And the record shows in 2004, he even got another title shot. But he was beaten by Oscar Larios, and by 2007, wala na siya. So yung sinasabing criminal isang may criminal intent, mahirap i-establish yan. Kailangan may pruweba ka. Hindi mo pwedeng bastang akusahan na, hindi, you're a criminal or whatever. Kailangan may pruweba ka. Para sa akin, sabi ko nga, pwede mong tanggapin yung explanation ng anak. Maring tuwang-tuwa lang si Carlos Padilla na naging focus ulit siya ng attention after 22 years. And sabi ko nga, parang kwento to ng mga lolo natin. Alam mo, nung panahon ko,
mas maganda. Wala yan sa lolo ko. Yung mga ganun ko kayang usap, wala yan sa lolo ko.
Yung lolo ko, one time nakaupo ako sa swing namin in our ancestral home in Cebu, and then my grandfather bragged and he said I was a top notcher at the bar. Pala 78% passing rate lang pala. But still, he's a lawyer.
Baka ibang bar. Iba-iba yan. Depende sa kwento. Let me ask
si Referee Padilla.
Let me ask about Sonny Padilla. What does this do to Sonny Padilla? I mean, in terms of his reputation, in terms of his legacy, even being considered as a Hall of Famer. What does this do to to his this allegations para sa kanya, Homer?
Well, it tarnishes it, obviously, because this is previously he had
diba, sabi nga natin,
a reputation.
Sabi nga natin, parang baka naman ito kwento-kwento lang. I mean, pwede pa rin ba masagip si Sunny dito tungkol even with these allegations already?
Yeah, like any PR person would tell you, every time a public official or a public figure makes a mistake, the mea culpa has to come almost immediately. And to wait a few days and to let it marinate and to let the public opinion set in, mahirap na, because then they would say, if you really felt like mali yun or biro lang, the reaction should have been knee-jerk right away. Oh, joke lang yun. But to wait 4 or 5 days and listen and to have your daughter speak for you, and then it's already hard. Pero para sa akin, it would not. Like Attorney Ed said it best. He had been out of the business for the last 22 years. What can you do to this man? By the same token na hindi mo makuha yung legacy ni Manny for having beaten all those fighters, I cannot unsee the great fights that I saw Padilla in front of the ring, like Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. He was in that fight. And just because he said something so obnoxious, it does not take that image away. He's still one of the greatest referees. Ang dami ko pa rin, there are other fights that he officiated with Pacquiao, and he did not favor Pacquiao. So, to me, just like I said, we all make mistakes, and let this slide. Let this slide. The WBC, I'm sure they'll have their token investigation. Walang mangyari dito, and it's really up to the private individual. Like, what do you think of, what do you think of Sunny? To me, I think he was a great referee. Your career of a great referee, officiating over 100 fights and more or so 70 title fights, it does not diminish by one slip of the tongue.
All right, Ed. I'll go to the bigger picture. Again, this is about boxing, and all of these allegations usually. Sabi nga nyo nga, napakadaling gumawa ng kwento, pero ang tinatamaan na yung reputation ng sport. Your thoughts about that? Lalong-lalo na because, maraming tumitira sa sport ng boxing. In fact, in the Olympics, may mga usap-usapan na matatanggal na ang boxing, at alam naman natin ang nangyayari sa amateur boxing din. So, how does this affect the greater image of boxing, Attorney Ed?
Well, para sa akin, mas mabibigat na insidente o black eye na tinamo ang boxing other than this incident. Mas marami pa, at tingin ko, mas mabigat pa nga dyan, di ba? Yung isang nakapatay na boksingero kasi loaded pala yung gloves niya. Ang daming insidente na dinaanan ng boxing. Ito another chapter, but alam mo, ang boxing has a way of bouncing back eh. Ilang beses nang bumagsak ang boxing, but still, boxing, the sport, rises from the ashes at nananatiling isa sa mga paborito at bankable sports sa mundo. So, unfortunate ang nangyaring ito. 1967 to year 2000, referee si Padilla, around 381 fights, great fights. Yung profesyon ng pagiging referee, tinamaan dito kahit papaano, na-drag yung mga kasama niyang kapwa referee. Because syempre, ikaw ang third man in the ring, you're the most neutral person, yung neutrality mo, every time na umakit ang isang referee, talagang target yan ngayon ng mga kritiko. Pero boxing will survive. For me, this is just a blot. Hindi ito yung isang major incident na pwedeng subira. Mas marami pang pinagdaanan ng boxing na mabibigat. Yung sa Seoul Olympics, yung kontrobersiya sa mga scoring. Ang daming pinagdaanan ng boxing. So, babangon ang boxing, will recover from this. This is just another round na unfortunately na knockdown ng sport. Pero tuloy ang hataw ng tinatawag kong punch for pay business. Well,
si Sunny Padilla, of course, will always be esteemed. That we will always remember the great Thrilla in Manila. Na sana na lang yan ang maging memory natin kay Sunny Padilla, hindi itong allegation of an 88-year-old lolo, sabi nyo nga, na nagsasalita ng patungkol dyan. Alright, before I let you go, naubusan tayo ng oras, Homer, I just want to get your very quick prediction. This is interesting. About the knockout game bukas ng Lasal kontra Adamson. Alam ko na ikaw ay isa rin masugid na sumusunod sa UAAP, and I was supposed to have Shawnee Winston here. Unfortunate na nagkaroon siya ng konting problema. They're preparing for that game. What do you think will be the outcome tomorrow, Homer?
I like LaSalle. It's too deep, too strong, too talented. Jerome is very great. Nakausap ko siya, and we spoke about pero like I said, if they're healthy, Commissioner, normally I'm not afraid of making predictions, but you have to predicate here. Is Kimbao gonna play? Or is Michael Phillips gonna play? Is Shawnee Winston, is he gonna be 100%? But if they're going to be all 100%, Commissioner, it's LaSalle by a runaway. But if they're not healthy and not playing, man, what a puncher's chance. Speaking of boxing, Adamson has a puncher's chance.
Knockout mula kay Adamson. Attorney Ed, I know ikaw sumusunod ka sa FIFA World Cup. I saw some of your tweets and of course you were very thrilled with the victory of Saudi Arabia. Kahapon, nanalo din ng Korea against, of course they're getting into the next stage. And Japan, of course, has been dominating with that victory against Spain. Tanggal ang Germany. How important are these Asian victories, especially for a country like the Philippines na naghahanap ng isang inspirasyon para makarating dyan sa ganyang klaseng stage?
Perfect na inspirasyon ito nangyayari sa mga neighbors natin sa Asia, no, yung pag-advance nila sa World Cup. Alam naman natin itong sport na ito pwede talagang mag-excel ang Pilipino sapagkat di tulad po ito ng ibang sport na kailangan super tangkad ka o kinakailangan malaking tao ka, perfect yung built ng sport na ito para sa isang Pilipino at ito yung magandang template, magandang source of inspiration. Sana nga lang magtuloy-tuloy pa, pero for them to have gone this deep in the World Cup, talagang ibang klase. Can you imagine, kung sakaling in the future tayo naman umarangkada dyan, baka magkagulo talaga sa tuwa. So magandang sport itong sport na ito para sa atin, para sa akin. Tugma ito at sana maging inspirasyon para sa ating mga followers ng football or soccer as the case may be.
Well, although sana nga tayo maging matagumpay katulad ng Saudi Arabia pero hindi po kayang bigyan ng Philippine Sports Commission ng isang Rolls Royce ang bawat isa na mananalo ng laban. Napakabigat po nun, mga kapatid. Nagbigay ng isang Rolls Royce bawat isang player. Siguro yung laruan pwede namin bigyan pero hindi po yung sasakyan. Matchbox. Gentlemen, maraming salamat sa umagang ito na binigyan niyo sa amin. Again, wonderful time. Merry Christmas if I don't see you, but I hope to still catch you soon. Attorney Ed, Homer, thank you again for joining us sa Power and Play.
Salamat po.
Thank you so much. Have a good morning, everyone.
Mga kaibigan, ang ating mga kaibigan, boxing experts, Attorney Ed Tolentino and Homer Saison sa Power and Play. Hinihimay po ang mga nangyari tungkol kay Sunny Padilla. Again, siguro kung walang social media, hindi naman lalaki ng ganito. Siguro pabayaan na po natin sapagkat kahit papaano Pilipino pa rin naman yan. At mahirap po na kapwa Pilipino sumisira sa kapwa Pilipino. So talagang masakit, malungkot. Pero sabi nga ni Attorney Ed at ni Homer, magpapatuloy ang boxing. Hindi mawawala ang kinang ng legacy ni Manny Pacquiao. And of course, si Hussein, pwede na pa rin siya gawin niya yung kanyang gym dun sa Australia. Alright, before we take a break, silipin muna natin ang ating mga viral videos at pop culture sa mundo ng palakasan sa Stop and Pop.
Power and Play with Com Noli Iyala.
Sa video po natin ngayong linggo ay meron tayong kaunting hindi pagkakaunawaan. Ito po yung tungkol sa proposal sa field. Panoorin po natin ito. Magpo-propose po sana ang isang football player na yan sa kanyang kasintahan. Kaya lang hindi yata siya nakita ng security. Kaya naitulak tuloy palayo ang girlfriend. Roll nga natin, Santi. Tingnan natin kung maro-roll natin itong video natin. Mukhang nagkakaroon ng problema. O ulitin natin mamaya. Naghang yung ating video. Pero yan po mamaya, ibabalik natin. Kasi maganda yung ating Stop and Pop. We'll take a quick break. Sa amin pong pagbabalik, makakasama natin ang walang iba kung hindi ang mga architects ng pambihirang surge ng Bear Area Dragons sa PBA. Coach Brian Gorgon and Miles Powell sa Power and Play. Hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo, Chooks to Go at ng True Religion. Ang oras po natin, 4 minutes past the hour of 9.
I dare to dream big. To be a voice of my generation. To inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai Stories on Twitter and share yours with Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day. Plus data for all sites.
Simple. Smart ako.
Alex, are you ready to have some fun on your first driving lesson?
Nag-uumapaw sa Real Chicken Juice na swak sa panlasa ng buong pamilya. Available in sweet roast, pepper roast, at harissa roast variants. Chooks to go. Masarap kahit walang sauce. Tawag na sa Chooks to Go Delivery Hotline 8687-1010 o online sa chookstogodelivery.com or via GrabFood at Foodpanda.
Magbabalik sa ilang sandali ang programang hindi nyo mabitawan sa 92.3 News FM Radio 5.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Tutukan gabi-gabi ang malalimang pagsisiyasat ng mga napapanahong balita. Hihimayin ang iba't ibang anggulo para sa mas malawak na diskusyon at impormasyon. Samahan sina Ed Lingao at Mian Los Baños mula sa Frontline tonight, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, 10:35 p.m. sa TV5.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Prepare your heart for an all-out clash as the Premier Volleyball League Invitational Conference. Games every Tuesdays, 2:30 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. Thursdays and Saturdays, 2:30 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. on One Sports.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Mas pinalawak, mas pinalakas, mas pakikinggan sa buong Pilipinas. By land, by sea, and on air. Broadcasting live from the studios of Radyo 5 in Mega Manila. 25,000 watts ng balita, impormasyon, opinyon, inspirasyon para sa bawat Pilipino. 92.3 News FM, Radyo 5, Radyo 5. Ito ang totoong tunog ng serbisyo publiko. Balik tayo sa programang inaabangan nyo sa 92.3 News FM, Radio 5. Kami ang bagong tunog ng serbisyo publiko.
Power and Play Team na sa Radyo 5 92.3 News FM.
Bago po natin ipasok si Coach Brian and Miles, balikan lang po natin ang ating stop and pop moment. Ito po yung ating ini-explain kanina. Ito po isang marriage proposal. Nagpo-propose. Kaya lang hindi yata nakita ng security. Ayun kaya naitulak niya palayo ang girlfriend ng player. Nagalit yung player, bad trip tuloy. At kanya-kanyang paliwanag ang mga teammates niya sa secu. Pero natuloy pa rin naman ang proposal at nagbigay ng matamis na oo si ate. Ayan, makikita nyo naman kung gaano kasaya after the marriage proposal and of course the sweet yes. And of course that is our stop and pop moment sa Power and Play. At this point mga kaibigan, it's time to bring in our next set of guests, and they are two of the main reasons why the guest team, the Bay Area Dragons, are number 1 entering the playoffs. I'd like to bring in now the head coach of the Bay Area Dragons, Coach Brian Gurjan, and of course their super import, Miles Powell. Thank you for joining us. Good morning, Coach and Miles, and spending a little time here on Power and Play.
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks
Good
for
morning.
having me.
Good morning. Well, first of all, I want to get straight to the point. You are coming into the quarterfinals, number 1 ranked. You will finish the eliminations number 1 ranked. You were the first to enter the playoffs. Coach, does this surprise you? Was this part of the expectations when you entered the Commissioner's Cup?
Boy, I'm really pleased and really proud of what it's a new group that was just assembled. We've probably been together for about 5-6 months. We knew we were coming into a great competition, and this was going to be a real challenge. And I guess in starting any culture, it's getting the day-to-day right and being able to compete in, game out. So you've got a season right now to finish on top, but now the playoffs is a whole different challenge as far as playing the same team time and time again. Everything goes up. But as far as what we've accomplished now, it was more not expectations. It was just trying to get a culture of good practice and trying to compete in this game in and game out.
What has been the key to success, Coach Brian, for you?
Well, I think the youth that we've got a young group that can train. When you look in this competition, there's a lot of experienced guys that have been around the block. We have a lot of youth, and I just think we've played with high energy, we've played with good pace, and we've gotten better. And then the cream on the crop, the cream at the top has been Miles and Andrew Nicholson. As far as imports, they've both been dominant in their play and had tremendous leadership and been able to play off those guys has given us a huge advantage.
Miles, only 2 losses going into the playoffs. Many times you have looked so dominant. Many times you've made it look easy. I'm sure it wasn't. But what has been the toughest part so far of your journey in the PBA?
Just staying consistent. The PBA is very physical. Guys like to get under you, get after you. So, like I said, just being consistent, knowing what my team needs for me to do, and just going out every night and doing that. My teammates believe in me. My coaching staff believes in me. So that makes it 10 times easier. And we're just playing good basketball right now.
Before I go to the team and your actual the way you've played, how much has this stint to help you, Miles? You've been here in the Philippines for months now, and obviously there's partly things that you've picked up here, character building, just being away from family. How much has this playing in the PBA helped you personally?
It helped me a lot. I mean, this is my first time away from home, and credit to my coaching staff and my teammates. They made it the transition very easy. My coaching staff, they've been on me since I've arrived here. One of the first things Coach told me when recruiting me to this team and when I got out here was that he was going to send me back. When I left here, I was going to be a better player. And I feel like since I've arrived here in August, I've taken steps forward, not only as a man off the court, but on the court as well. And like I said, we're just trying to keep it rolling. When we came in, we said our goal was a championship. So like Coach was just saying, we know that that first part of the season is over, but the playoffs is going to be a whole nother a different type of war. So we're just preparing for that. The goal is a championship. That's been the goal since number one, and that's what we want to bring to our program.
I want to pick up on that, Coach Brian. You have selected, of course, Miles Powell moving forward in the PBA Commissioner's Cup in the playoffs over Andrew Nicholson, and I know you've said it's been very, very difficult, but what were the factors considered by you and your coaching staff in making that selection?
I think that the game of basketball and the game in the Philippines, the guard has more influence on a game than a big. It's as simple as that. I mean, Miles controls the tempo of the game. He's got the ball in his hand.
where Andrew is dependent upon other people to get him the ball, and defensively, again, for us, we've got coverage in his area more than we do in Miles. So it's not the better player. It's the better influence in the team and in the competition. And Miles just has more influence on our team. And I've always felt, going back to internationally when I was with Australia, if you've got a great guard and you're playing Team USA, a team that's much better than you, like a Patty Mills, you can still compete. If you've got a great bigs and you're dominant by the guards, you're going to get beat. So his position, his play has huge influence, and more influence than Andrews does.
All right, Miles, your thoughts about that selection moving forward? You were selected, of course, over Andrew. I'm sure that was also difficult for you, but your thoughts about playing now in the playoffs and being selected to be the import moving forward.
First off, I just want to say Andrew has been nothing but a great big brother to this team. Without Andrew, we don't get to this point at all. So it's not really about Coach picking me or picking him. We both, like Coach said, we both have a big influence on this team. And I believe in Coach. I know Coach has the best idea for my career and what's going on. And I was just ready when my name was called. And like I said, it's a blessing for me to be in the situation that I'm in, and we're here to bring a championship here.
All right. Well, Coach, you were preparing for the EASL, of course, and, with the reformatting, with the changes that have happened in the East Asia Super League, now that has been delayed. You now will have a different kind of format playing in the EASL sometime next year. But, what boxes have been ticked off in terms of what you hope to accomplish by joining the PBA in relation to your supposed stint in the EASL?
I mean, everything. This has been, I've seen so much. I've coached in China, coached in Australia. I've never had an experience like this. And it starts with the wonderful setup we have in the Philippines and how appreciative we are of how we live. I mean, like you said, we're bunkered down here for 7 months. And I don't miss anything. The food, the people, the camaraderie, the living situation, the venues that we play in, the competition, everything has been first class. But the actual basketball, the challenges of playing in the Philippines, and not so much for a guy, let's say, like Miles, but there's a very much Chinese influence in our group. And these guys haven't played against the passion, the quickness, the emotion, the physicality that the Philippines has provided this. And I'm seeing qualities in our young players that weren't here when they arrived. Things like communication, things like defensive spacing. Our guys are much more physical than when they arrived. They fist pump more, they high five more, they get around and huddle up more and touch each other and communicate better. And all of these things are attributes that they've learned from being in this competition. And that's why, in my mind, the EASL is so important for the Philippines and for Taiwan, Japan, Korea. They're going to grow, and I'm sure we've had some good influence on the PBA. And that I see some of the things that we've brought to this competition that some of the teams are using. And that, you pick and pluck from each competition and you learn. And by playing internationally like this for us, for you, is going to make our competition stronger and going to make the Asia-Oceania region better internationally, and hopefully bring medals to the Philippines, to China, to Korea. That's the plan in the big picture.
Well, you're right. I think a lot of things many things that you've done certainly will not only benefit you, but will also benefit the PBA and our teams, and hopefully basketball in general. And hopefully this will be the start of bigger things working together, collaborations between countries, teams all over, especially in Asia. Miles, you are the number one, scorer in the PBA. How significant is that for you? and for your team in the playoffs?
It's important. Like I said when I first started the interview, consistency is a big thing. Coach brought me here to score the ball. They believe in me, the coaching staff and my teammates, and they put me in the position for me to do what I do best. And I wouldn't be able to do it without them guys.
Yeah, the playoffs, of course, is a different thing now, Miles. And I have talked to some basketball analysts in the Philippines, and they're very, very interested to see how this team, the Bay Area Dragons, will react to the playoff pressure. And, of course, the increase in physicality, the pace. How are you preparing for this, Miles, as you enter the playoffs next week?
Listening to coach, what got us here. He knows what's best for the team. He's going to put us in position for us to win, and we just got to go out there and play Bay Area Dragon basketball. We've been working hard. We know that, like we said, we know that it's a different war, and we're going to be ready.
Coach, it is a tougher part of the conference. Obviously, the playoffs. There is, I mentioned, increased physicality. That is a given in the PBA, and of course, the rotation becomes shorter. Basically, players are more intense. What do you think does the team need to improve, to focus on, or maintain come the playoffs?
Well, just like Miles is said, I mean, I always look at the playoffs in a mindset of, when you look at baseball, you get to step up to the plate and take a swing, and we've got an opportunity. We didn't just come here to get in and clap. We've had a good season. Now let's play. This is an opportunity to showcase what we are and what we've built. And they know, I mean, in talk's cheap, but I just want to make sure there's no element of surprise, that the things that you say they're aware of, and then let's go. Let's we've got the double chance, and the first thing, they've got to beat us twice, and then we're involved in a series. And we've never experienced this before as a team. And again, I just want it to be an enjoyable experience, something that they want to get back to, something where there's no surprise. They're not stepping into the ring and getting hit in the face 10 times before they put their fists up. They know what's coming. And we want to be ready and prepared, and look at this as an opportunity to showcase who we are.
Let me ask you about then. The matchup coming up in the quarterfinals is either against Rain or Shine or NLEX, and possibly in the semifinals, if you get through the quarterfinals, you will face either Converge or San Miguel Beer. How do you look at these teams? What are you? I know you cannot pick who you'll go up against, but how are you looking at the advantage and disadvantage that your team will have against these teams that I've mentioned?
I'm all about taking away, like it's being us, and I like during these times is to focus on us and bring our strengths to this. And I know this about the PBA. You got to get back on defense. These teams are quick and they're fast. We've got to be able to move the ball without turning over against their physicality. And we've got to play the defense in the half court without fouling. All of those things that you're talking about there are easy baskets. And if we take those things away, that gives you the best chance. So it's about us being great at what we do, as opposed to this team likes to do that and that team likes to do this. In this league, you play against pace, you play against quickness and physicality. And as everyone's saying, and it's going to go up a level, and it should. So we've been practicing. We've had a great block here to practice, and those have been the focal points. Right. Strong with the ball, getting back on defense, and not fouling.
Miles, you've openly said that you were disappointed with the fact that you cannot win the Best Import Award of the PBA. But we go past that. I know you're past that now. How have you channeled that disappointment and make sure that it becomes a positive for you come the playoffs?
Just using it for more fuel to the fire. I mean, doing what I can on the court for when I step on the court, to everyone know that I am the best player on the court, being the best player for my team, and like I said, winning the championship and bringing that to our program for our first year as an organization. That'll mean more to me than me winning best import.
Is there a particular team, as we look at the matchups that you're going to go up against, Rain or Shine or NLEX, and then possibly Converge or San Miguel? Is there a particular team that you're most looking forward to in terms of playing?
No, not really. I mean, I'm excited just to get out there and play. I know every team is going to give us our best shot, their best shot, and we're going to be ready. So, I mean, I'm just looking forward to having fun playing basketball and put in a position for us to win the championship.
Coach Brian, you agree? Miles Powell is the best import in the conference?
He's my favorite. I wouldn't trade him for anybody. And you can see and hear what he is. It's not just a basketball player. The importance of this new organization has been building a culture and a day-to-day guy at practice, leadership, how to be good. And Miles has been a great example, not only in what he's accomplished so far, but what he brings to the table for these kids to grow as players. And that's a real important piece to what we're trying to build here. So I wouldn't trade him for anybody.
Well, win or lose, obviously, it has been an experience for you in the Philippines. What has been the biggest takeaway for both of you, Coach Brian? I guess particularly in terms of your future with the Bay Area Dragons.
Well, I've stressed I want to be here long term. Like as far as this competition and our team being a part of this, and the original plan was to be in the PBA and have a weekly competition where we travel around in the EASL. But the greatest part of this for me has been the Philippines, and I've never had the opportunity. I left America when I was young. Australia's home, and I tell everybody I didn't know what to expect coming here away from the basketball, but it's been incredible. The friendliness, the passion of the people, the love of the game, how everyone here at the hotel is so happy and so friendly and so polite, and so engaging. I love the passion of the people. I love the competition. I love my life here. And I love the people that I'm involved in, the people that I'm playing against. And at my age, you don't take any of that for granted. I'm blessed to be here and in this, and I'm going to work very hard with management that we remain here.
Well, obviously the Filipinos are very happy to have you here, Coach Brian, and we will see you back in the FIBA World Cup. So we're quite excited to have you back here. It'll probably be like home for you by the time you come back next year. Miles, same thing. What's the biggest takeaway so far for you in your stint in the PBA and being here in the Philippines for the last 6 or 7 months?
Yeah, man. Coach, piggybacking off what Coach said, I mean, he answered the question great. Especially for me being this being my first time leaving home, and since the first day I arrived, there's been nothing but love here. And the Philippines making this a second home for me. I even went on Twitter and, I tweeted about me getting naturalized here. I mean, I can see myself here.
Whoa.
I love it here. And I found my love and my passion for the game again. I wake up every day and I'm ready to go to work. And like I said, if I could do it all over again, make the decision to come out here, I would definitely do it again. I mean, like Coach said, I didn't really know what to expect. This being my first time getting away from home. This is my first time I missed my mom's birthday. It's the first time that I missed Thanksgiving. It's the first time that I'm gonna miss Christmas away from my family. So, but the love and the support that I'm getting out here makes up for all of that. So I'm looking at this as my second home, my second family, and I'm just blessed to be in this situation and be blessed to be fortunate of the situation that I got put in.
Well, Christmas in the Philippines is one of the most festive, and talking about missing Christmas means that you're planning to make the finals. So that's very, very interesting for many of the fans. But let's talk about that Gilas mention that you made. How serious is that, Miles? Are you serious about wanting to play for the national team and becoming a naturalized player?
Yeah, I wouldn't have said it if I wasn't serious. So like I said, I can definitely see myself being here. Philippines has made this a second home to me. I love it here. I love the people. I love the passion that the fans come with. Like I said, it's been nothing but love and a great support since I've been here. I can definitely see myself back here. And like I said, I wouldn't have said it if I didn't mean it.
Coach Brian, would Miles Powers, seeing our national team, seeing our program, would Miles be a good fit on the national team? Your personal opinion.
Jeez, I'm the national coach for Australia. I don't want to be playing against Miles Powers. You guys got enough. Miles would. I look at my team, the Australian team, and Gilas, a team like Miles would be a great influence on a team like that. And a great piece, and that piece is really important. Our medal, we had a similar situation with Matisse Tybalt, and the one naturalized, and he just made a difference on us medaling or not. And Miles is a handful at any level. So and I know he does love it here. And it was funny when we met in Vegas and talked about this. I could tell when he left my table there was a real nerve of leaving America, and once we got here and we were about a month here, I've just seen it grow, and I'm just happy that it was the Philippines that he came to because of all the things that we're talking about and that what it provides. And it's been I know it's been a great experience for him.
And you've not even been all around the Philippines, Miles. When you go around and see the countryside, our beaches, our mountains, and all of the provinces, I'm sure that that love will multiply because it's a beautiful country, Miles.
Yes, it's very beautiful. Even when we went to Boracay, we got a chance to go there as a team trip for about a few 3-4 days. Even when we got out there, people were showing us love out there. It was beautiful out there. I got a time to see, like you said, the beaches and the beautiful water and what this country provides. So, like I said, I'm loving everything about it. I love the people here, and I'm just so glad that I made this decision to come here.
Coach Brian, what's next for the Bay Area Dragons after the PBA?
So the PBA finishes, and we'll take, depending on how far we go, there'll be a break, and then we leave here on February 26th to go to Okinawa for the tournament for the EASL from the 1st of March to the 6th of March. So that we will, when this finishes, we'll have a break, and then we'll remain here and train and get ready for that big tournament.
And of course, we're looking forward to seeing the Bay Area Dragons once again come over and hopefully play again in the PBA. As a final question here, a parting shot to both of you. 7 months is a long time, but of course, when you're having fun, they say it's a short time. Has it been worth it, the past 7 months? And of course, what are you expecting in the playoffs? I'll begin with you, Miles.
Yes, I say yes every time. It's definitely been worth it. If I had to make this decision again, I would do it again. And I'm expecting a championship, nothing less. That's what we came here to do. That's been the goal since day one. We go hard every day, thinking that we're going to be champions at the end. And I feel like if you don't have a goal and you don't have confidence in you winning and bringing a championship, then I don't know what you're doing it for. So that's what I'm expecting out of this, nothing less than a championship.
Coach Brian, championship is the expectation, nothing less. Is that your take?
Yeah, I mean, you put together teams, and again, it's been 40 years for me, and it doesn't happen a lot where you have a team that has a definite chance to win a championship. And this team finished on top, and we're positioned to do so. and we want to make sure we take our best shot at it. And anything less, we'd be disappointed. That's why we're here. Talk's cheap, like I said, but the reality is we finished on top, and that's the goal. And then big picture, like I said, just I have not one second of homesickness or like you're missing out on anything. I know we keep saying it, but as we finish with you, just thank you to everybody. And again, being Australia, the fight that we had to make basketball relevant, and to walk into a country like this where basketball is your number one sport, and everyone, you walk out, the car attendant, the people in the cafeteria, the people at the hospital, everyone, hey coach, they want to know about the game, they want to know about the team, they talk about the PBA. I don't take that for granted, because that was a fight in Australia, and here it's the number one sport, and I relish in that.
While you say that it's been a great experience for you, I have to say as well that you have been a blessing to the PBA, and I certainly cherish watching every moment of your games, and I've learned to enjoy basketball again with the way you've played, and I'm looking forward to the playoffs, and I wish you all the best. If I cannot see you, a Merry Christmas to the both of you. Enjoy our Christmas. It is one of the best in the world. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Great question. Thank you.
Thank you. Mga kaibigan, ang dalawa pong arkitekto ng pambihirang kampanya ng Bay Area Dragons sa PBA, Coach Brian Gorgian and Miles Powell, the super import ng Bay Area Dragons. Just amazing team. Panoorin niyo po sila sa playoffs. They're just a team that is on a mission, and hindi malayo na gumawa sila ng kasaysayan muli dito po sa PBA. Alright, bago tayo magpatuloy, gusto ko lang po magpasalamat muna sa lahat ng mga tagapagtaguyod ng Power and Play. Unahin ko na po ang Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Sa ganitong pabago-bago ang panahon ngayon, lumalamig na mga kapatid ha. Minsan mainit, pero minsan umuulan. Kailangan natin ng matibay at protektadong bubong. Dapat ang bubong ay yerong may aluminum. Kapag may aluminum, tsak na bang matagalan. At isa lang ang alam kong dekalidad na yerong may aluminum, yan ang Cherry Loom, tibay protektado sa pang matagalang yero. Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Thank you so much kay paring Elmer Ngo. Cherry Tiggo 8 Pro. How neat it is to have a 7-seater SUV that has a powerful engine, world-class safety standards, and the latest tech features. Bet you didn't know that the all-new Cherry Tiggo 8 Pro has all these features and more at a very affordable price range. Cherry Tiggo 8 Pro is equipped with a 1.6 turbocharged gasoline direct injection engine, an advanced driver assistance system, and 12 other safety features including rear cross traffic assist, autonomous emergency braking, and forward collision warning. The flagship Tiggo 8 Pro allows you more control of the wheel. What's great is you can also join the green revolution with Cherry Tiggo 8 Pro plug-in hybrid electric vehicle or PHEV. So book a test drive now via www.cherryauto.ph or visit a Cherry dealership near you. Thank you so much kay Mr. Romel Sitin. Chooks to go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Subukan ang kanilang pinakabagong oven-roasted chicken na mas pinasarap dahil sa nag-uumapaw na flavorful chicken juice. Try also Chooks, the first dine-in restaurant ng Chooks to go. Chooks to go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Maraming pong salamat, Mr. Ronald Mascareñas and Boss Mel Mac.
Thank you!
Joyride, ang bago ninyong kasundo, or rather, True Religion. True Religion is in the Philippines where passion meets power. Experience it firsthand. For your best style choices, visit True Religion at Codrad Esmaison Mall of Asia Complex, Resorts World Manila, and Hacienda Designer Outlet Silang, Cavite. True Religion is in the Philippines.
Thank you!
Joyride, ang bago ninyong kasundo, magpadala with confidence kahit para sa negosyo o personal bulk deliveries man yan. Kayang-kaya yan i-deliver securely with Joyride. Try also their Joyride motorcycle, taxi, and of course the Joyride car. So download the latest Joyride super app now. Maraming salamat kay Mr. Renato Chua and of course kay Boss Sherwin Yu. Elms Seafood Paluto, the latest offering of the Elms Resto Bar Group located at Unit 2 ground floor, Calya Bistro, Ever Commonwealth, Quezon City. Enjoy their delectable seafood menu in a relaxed, casual dining atmosphere for your Salo-Salo seafood meal. Elms Seafood Paluto.
Thank you!
Skin, your face and body anti-aging center with branches at Alabang Town Center and Green Hills San Juan. For your skin needs, just call 0917-890-1640 or 0977-809-8886. Thank you so much to Dr. G. Sarmiento.
Thank you!
ASEA Subic Beach Resort. Experience the getaway that you deserve and dive into limitless happenings, rejuvenating experiences, and gastronomic adventures. ASEA Subic Beach Resort.
Thank you!
Thank you so much, of course, kay Ma'am Melissa Corilla and sa ating pong mga kasama sa ASEA Beach Resort. Thank you also, of course, sa ating pinakabagong sponsor, ang Sarisuki. Gusto mo bang kumita ng higit 50,000 kada buwan? Magkaroon ng online negosyong walang puhunan? No registration at joining fee? Download Sarisuki sa App Store at Google Play Store. 50,000 kada buwan mula sa Sarisuki. Maraming salamat po sa mga kaibigan natin sa Sarisuki sa suporta nila sa Power and Play. At marami pong salamat sa inyo lahat ng patuloy na sumusubaybay sa atin dito po sa Power and Play. Ang advocacy ko po patungo sa pagtulong sa ating pinakamamahal na industriya ng sports. Alright! At sa ating pong huling bahagi ng ating show ngayong araw po ng Sabado, ating pong itatampok na naman ang isang atleta na nagbigay karangalan sa ating bansa sa ating pong In the Spotlight.
Power and Play with Com Noli Iyala.
Siya po ay isang 17-year-old na talagang kumbaga ay refreshing ang dating. Kapapanalo lamang niya sa World Youth Championship doon po sa Spain. Siya po ay nanalo ng silver medal sa kanyang kauna-unahang paglalaro sa isang international boxing competition. Walang iba kundi ang ating pinagmamalaking si Ronel Soyo. Magandang umaga, Ronel!
Magandang umaga po, Chairman.
Magandang umaga. Naku, pakita mo nga yung medalya mo yan para makita natin kung anong itsura. Aba, yan mga kapatid. Silver medal, World Youth. Tambihira talaga. Ronel, congratulations sa napakaganda mong ipinakita. Unang-una, anong pakiramdam mo ngayon na ikaw ay nanalo sa World Championship?
Unang-una po sa lahat, grabe, sobrang saya ko talaga na malaking bagay na to para po sa kahirapan namin. At saka, hindi ko po mapaniwala po, Chairman, na maka-medal ako sa ibang bansa kasi first time po ako. Sobrang po salamat talaga ako sa...
Oo. Nagising ka na ba? Nagising ka na ba sa realidad na ikaw ay champion na ngayon? Na medalist ka?
Sobrang kahit ngayon hindi ako makapaniwala.
Nakakatuwa ito si Ronel, mga kapatid, kasi nakita nyo naman ang kanyang itsura, talagang nakakatuwa, ang gaang dating, and of course laging nakangiti. Ganyan ang isang atleta na nag-i-enjoy sa kanyang ginagawa. Ronel, kwentuhan mo kami kasi hindi ka naman masyadong kilala. In fact, sabi nga sa akin ni paring Ed Picson, ang presidente ng ABAP, na gusto ko nga palang pasalamatan, kasama na si Secretary General Marcos Manalo na naging susi para dito po sa interview ito. Ronel, kwentuhan mo nga kami, dahil hindi ka naman masyadong kilala, paano ka ba nagsimula sa boxing?
Actually po, Chairman, nagsimula ako dito sa larangan ng boxing, yung namatay yung magulang ko, yung mother ko po. Kasi yun na time po, wala na pong magsuporta sa amin ng pag-aaral, dalawang kapatid ko. Kaya taga Butuan City po talaga ako, kaya lumuwas ako dito sa Cagayan de Oro po para magsali ng boxing. Kaya ipinagpatuloy ko po kasi matagal na po kami iniwan ng ama ko, kaya yun, pasok na lang ako sa
boxing.
Ano po, baka dito yung kaya yun, sa awa ng Panginoon.
Sinong unang nagpasok sa iyo sa boxing? Sinong nag-akay sa iyo patungo sa boxing? Paano ka nakapasok? Tsaka ilang taong ka nung pumasok ka sa boxing?
Dati po, Chairman, 16 years old po ako. May dating boxer po dito sa Cagayan de Oro. Sinabi ko nga, pwede po bang makapasok dyan? Kaya dinala niya ako dito. Tapos nun, nayagan ako ni Coach Elmer, yung head coach dito. Yun, dito ako natutong mag-boxing kasi 14 years old, bago namatay yung mama ko, doon ako naka-desisyon na baka dito na lang ako magbaboxing. Napukat.
Panganay ka ba? Panganay ka ba sa mga magkakapatid? Ikaw ang panganay?
Opo, tatlo po kami. Ako yung panganay at saka babae at saka yung bunso namin lalaki po.
So ngayon ikaw parang ang tumatayong ama, ikaw rin ang nagsusustento sa mga kapatid mo.
Opo, Chairman, kasi yung father po namin, iniwan na kami before pagkamatay ng nagkapamilya din po.
Okay, bakit mo nagustuhan ang subukan ng boxing? Ronel, ano nagugustuhan mo sa boxing? Hindi ka ba natakot na baka mabugbog ka diyan?
Ay, yung sa akin po parang ipinapasok ko na sa dibdib ko yung talagang yung kasi nakita ko dati sila Coach Pam, parang ginawa ko silang inspiration kasi ang sarap makatungtong ng dun sa yung kahit palarong pambansa makakuha ng medal. Yun lang, tinitingnan ko lang sila noon yun sa TV. Kaya dun sa amin kasi sa Butuan walang nagsusuporta ng boxing dun, kaya dito sa Cagayan lang ako pumunta.
Bago ka pa pumasok dyan sa boxing dyan, ikaw ba talagang, kumbaga, sumasali ka na sa mga amateur, sa mga palaro-palaro, o ikaw ba nakikipagbuntalang ka dyan sa mga kali-kali? Ikaw ba mahilig ka makipag-away dyan sa mga lugar dyan?
Oo, paano talaga? Kaya, kasi wala na akong choice po, Chairman, kasi suporta ko, baka dito may mabuting wala na sa isip ko yung takot. Yung akin lang yung tulungan ko yung dalawang kapatid ko at saka lola ko kasi kami, no choice kami, Chairman po, kasi wala, parang hindi ka ba pinigilan ng lola mo, Ronel? Hindi ka ba pinigilan? Hindi ba natakot ang lola mo na baka magulpi ka diyan o masaktan ka? Ang totoo po diyan, Chairman po, ang sabi ko po sa lola ko, pupunta lang ako ng Butuan City. Tapos magtrabaho. Kasi matanda na so, mag-isip pa siya ng ano-ano. Kaya pero hindi niya alam, pumunta talaga ako ng Cagayan de Oro para makiksabakan at saka dito. So, kasi talaga sabi na magbo-boxing talaga ako kasi doon sa ako pangalawa lang ako nakasali ng boxing doon, tapos isa pa pag makalala ko, pag uwi sa bahay papagalitan ako bakit ako sasali ng boxing. Ngayon nalaman na niya nagbo-boxing ka, ano kanyang reaksyon ng lola mo? Talagang masaya po talaga siya, proud na proud po yung lola ko. Akala niya Okay, nakapasok ka sa national team, sinama ka. Totoo ba na yung laban mo sa Spain, yun ang unang-unang international na laban mo, Ronel? Opo, Chairman, kasi yung bago lang po ako nakapasok sa national team, yung September lang po. Tapos sa Baguio City, tapos before kami nag-training camp, mga 2 months ata sa Baguio before sa Spain. noon, hindi ko akalain na makalaro ako sa ibang bansa. First time ko po yun. Tapos, ganito pang binigay sa akin ni Lord, makakuha ng medalya. Sobrang bait po talaga niya sa akin.
Oo. Nanibago ka ba? Nanibago ka ba yung unang sakay mo sa eroplano? Kumbaga, papuntang palabas ng bansa, no? Nanibago ka ba sa eroplano? Ano reaction mo nung sumakay ka papuntang Spain?
Yung reaction ko po talaga, Chairman, yung parang pag gano'n ng eroplano.
Pag take off.
Tapos, isa pa doon, na yung reaction ko po parang may pagkain sa airplane pala. Kaya, abroad. Tapos, isa pa, maka-travel.
Oo. Nahirapan ka ba mag-adjust dun sa oras ng Spain?
Yun lang yung nahirapan ako yung time po kasi parang kahit tanghali pa, parang inaantok na ako.
Paano yung laban mo? Hindi ka ba inaantok nung laban mo?
Pero yung paglaban namin, kasi parang nasanay na kami, mga 15 days din kami doon. 1 month, tapos 15 days yung training camp. Parang nasanay na kami din. Ganun.
Oh. Kamusta ang Spain? Anong tingin mo dun sa lugar? Anong pinakamagandang nakita mo sa Lanusia? Meron ka ba nakita?
Meron naman po yung parang pumunta kami ng sobrang ganda doon. Tapos isa pa yung mga nila doon, parang wala dito sa nakikita ko.
Oo. So talagang nag-enjoy ka ha? Nag-enjoy ka, Ronel ha? Mabuti naman. Oo. Okay. Puntahan natin yung laban mo. Hindi ka ba kinabahan doon sa mga kalaban mo? Lalo na first time mo sa isang international at sa labas pa ng bansa. Ano ang nagbigay sa iyo ng tapang?
Unang-una po sa lahat, before po ako naglaban po, Chairman, yung talaga po, yung sa kahit sa Bible ko po talaga kinuha yung verse po nga Exodus 14:14, yung Panginoon po ang kakampi ko. Kaya yun lang, wala akong ibang inisip, laro lang na sa ibabaw sa ring. Yun lang ko para mawala yung kaba-kaba ko. Kasi meron naman na tayong Diyos na yun lang. Tapos po, Chairman, yung parang ito na yung chance ko na makalaro, kaya ito grab ko na lang to.
Ano ang naging mga naging payo sa iyo nila Coach Elmer Pamisa, ni Coach Don, ni Coach Elias? Ano mga naging payo sa iyo, Ronel?
Actually po, marami po akong natutunan sa kanila, yung sinasabi na makamedal tayo dito, isang karangalan na po ito sa ating bansa. Kaya parang nasa isip namin, talagang nagpursige kami na magkuha ng medal doon kasi hindi ito parang CDO yung dinala namin. Yung Pilipinas po yung dinadala namin, kaya parang para po namin yung parang nasa isip namin na magkuha talaga kami ng gintong medalya. Tapos yun pa, isang karangalan na po na makalaro. Tapos kaya po, Chairman, yung nasa isipan po namin.
Oo, okay.
Parang maka-representar po doon.
Oo. Okay. Yung laban mo lang, bago natin tapo, yung laban mo lang kontra Spain, sabi sa akin, napaka-bigat ng laban mong yun doon sa boksingero na galing sa Spain. Ano ang ginawa mo doon? Ano sa tingin mo naging susi ng iyong pagkapanalo kaya nakapasok sa finals?
Po, yung hindi ako nag-iisip na kahit host ka dito or hometown ka, tatalunin pa rin kita. Yun lang nasa isip ko para hindi ako ma-distract po ako, Chairman. Kaya sabi na ako, laruin mo lang yan, ibigay. Kaya pinakita ko po yun sa babaw ng ring po, Chairman.
Oo. Alright. Well, ngayon na ikaw nakatikim na ng panalo, Ronel. Ano na ang excited ka na ba na pagpatuloy ang iyong career bilang isang member ng national team? At ano ang magiging pinakagusto mong pangarap na ngayon na ikaw ay nanalo na ng isang silver medal sa World Youth Championship?
Ipagpatuloy ko pa po at pagbutihin ko pa yung training ko po kasi may pangarap din po ako na yung mga Olympian po natin, sila Kuya Yumar Marshall, Kuya Carlo Paalam, Steve Pretesio po. Yun yung mga inspiration ko po nga maging isang Olympian din po. Yun po yung pangarap ko po. Kasi first time ko po maging maka-medal doon sa ibang bansa. Kasi parang hindi ako makapaniwala sa lahat po, Chairman, kasi ano lang po first time lang po ako tapos hindi po ako nakalaro. Ito lang po sa Boxing at the Park. Ganun lang po.
Oo.
Tapos sabi yung plano talaga ng Panginoon po sa akin.
Oo. Well, ganyan talaga ang buhay, Ronel. Talagang pagka may tiyaga, may nilaga, at pagka nagpupursige, talagang tuloy-tuloy ang biyaya. Kaya wag kang bibitaw. Siguro, at ang pinakahuli kong masasabi sa iyo, wag kang makakalimot sa mga nakatulong sa iyo. Kaya magpasalamat ka sa mga tumulong sa iyo dito sa biyahe mong ito at sa iyong pagkapanalo, Ronel.
Opo, Chairman. Salamat po. Lalo na po sa, Chairman, yung sa mga tao pong ginawa ng Panginoon, yung mga ginawa niyang instrumento para po matulungan ako. Yun, sobrang nagpasalamat talaga ako sa kanila. Lalo na po sa Aba family. Yung kanila Sir Ed Pixon, yung sa kanila Sir Marcos, lalo na po sa mayor namin dito. Sobrang po sa mga coaches ko po.
Alright. Well, Ronel, maraming salamat sa oras na binigay mo sa amin. Sana magpatuloy yung tagumpay at huwag kang bibitiw sa iyong pangarap na manalo ng isang medalya sa Olympics. Ganyan talaga, nagsisimula sa pangarap. Sana nga matupad mo yan. Maraming salamat. Congratulations sa iyong silver medal. Mabuhay ka.
Salamat po.
Maraming salamat. Mga kaibigan, ng ating World Youth Silver Medalist, si Ronel Soyum, isa sa mga up-and-coming boxers po natin yan. Nakita niyo naman, napakaganda ng kanyang personality. Sana nga po ay lalo pa natin suportahan. Yan po ang talagang tunay na galing sa grassroots at mga atleta natin na nandun lumalaban. Hindi po para sa kanila lamang, kung hindi para po sa bayan at batang-bata. And of course, kami po sa PSC ay patuloy na susuporta sa ganyang klaseng mga atleta. Congratulations again sa ABAP. Alright, bago tayo magtapos, gusto ko lang pong basahin lahat ng mga nanalo sa Joyride Super Up Top Up promo. Na mananalo po ng 1,000 pesos e-wallet credits mula sa Joyride Super App. Si Bea Rodriguez ang nanalo po, ang unang nanalo. Nandun po si Johanna Ongtangco, Cheryl Patok, si Hazel, Michelle Gonzalez, at si Hazel Tan. Congratulations po sa inyo lahat. Makakatanggap po kayo ng private message mula sa Joyride para makuha nyo po ang inyong 1,000 pesos e-wallet credits mula sa Joyride Super App. Alright, bago tayo magtapos, magbabasa lang ako ng ilang mga kasagutan doon po sa ating pinupulsuhan ngayong araw pong ito. May a few minutes pa tayo kung ano po ang kanilang bold prediction para sa parating na PBA Commissioner's Cup. Sabi ni Sherilyn Patok, Sherilyn pala, yung nanalo dito ng Sabi niya, Bay Area Dragons is in number 1. I think sila ang mag-aantay ng kakalabaning team, either SMB at Ginebra. Both teams kasi ay may powerhouse players, yung experience at pressure. Si Bon Consular, sabi niya, Ginebra versus Bay Area. Never say die. Naku, Ginebra to. Ang gandang laban, no? Bay Area, Ginebra. Mantakin nyo yun. O San Miguel. O di kaya yung Converge. Naku po. Magnolia, isa pa. Diyos ko. Ito, simula kay Lanuza Carls. We should have our own league in soccer, baseball, softball. Time to produce grassroots. Pinag-uusapan niya yung itong ginawa ni Romnel, no? Ito pong ang hot prediction naman ni RFA 17. Bay Area still team to beat, though beaten already. Let's finish the playoffs first. There could still be a dark horse ba? Mula kay Vietnamese Gook, sabi niya, dominant series for Bay Area. PBA is just an exhibition training ground for them ba? Bilib na bilib kayo ha. At mula kay John Michael Bon, Ginebra versus Bay Area. Mula kay Roldan, praying a local team will win the championship, then change the... wag na yan. Mula kay Marky Mark, BGSM Finals versus Bay Area or SMB. Well, marami pong nagpagdala. Marami po salamat sa lahat sa inyo na patuloy na sumusuporta at nagpapadala ng inyong mga komentaryo dito po sa ating programa. That'll do it for us this week. Magsama-sama po ulit tayo next week, next Saturday. Ingat-ingat lang po mga kapatid at lagi natin sinasabi tuwing Sabado, bawal ang masungit. At sa lahat po ng ating gawain, ad maiorem Dei gloriam, all for the greater glory of God. Kami po ang 1PH, teleserbisyo para sa Pilipino. Susunod na po ang inay ko po. Again, happy sports weekend mga kapatid. More power, more play.
Sa kapwa ko Pilipino, ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko, para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at huwag magpatalo, ipagdiwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulo, Chumbe, Sibay, Lakay, Amiga. Sama-samang pakita ang galing natin katropa. Sa kapwa ko Pilipino.